there, and a warm welcome again to the France Buying Guide's YouTube presentation. Well, I promised to cover different areas of France for you, and this week we're starting off with the Limousin. Now, the Limousin is still actually the cheapest region of France, and it's also the least populated of all the regions in France, although that actually is growing because a lot of British people are becoming much more interested in buying property there. It has a lot to offer. You can still find some fantastic bargains in this area. It's a rural region, agriculture based, and it's famous for its livestock. It has its own particular breed of cattle. Don't forget also it's famous for its porcelain. The Limoges porcelain actually accounts for about 50% of all the porcelain produced in France. Now, if you're looking for somewhere with lovely scenery, totally unspoilt, rugged landscapes, and very reasonable prices, then this could be the place for you. There's a new airport that opened in 2010 at Brive-Vallée, which has a direct flight from London City Airport. So this area is bound to become more popular since that's happened. The transport links are actually extremely good. You also have, of course, the airport at Limoges, which is served by both Ryanair and Flybe. It also has excellent train runs directly from Paris. You can get there in very few hours, as I say, direct line from Paris. There are three departments in the Limousin. They are called the Haute-Vienne, the Corrèze, and the Creuse. And out of these three, the Creuse is definitely the cheapest. The average price of a house, in the Creuse, is €90,000. So think about that. That's really extremely reasonable. Things like food and hotels and that sort of thing are also noticeably cheaper in the Limousin generally. There are some beautiful villages and relatively unknown across the region. Think about looking up places such as Aubusson, which is famous for its tapestry. Another lovely one is Collonges-la-Rouge, Uzerche, and Tuvet. Now, Collonges-la-Rouge is really lovely. It's a car-free little town with alleyways and red stone houses. Living down here, as Mr. Fixit and I do in the long shot, we often stop off in the Limousin. It's sort of halfway between here and the Channel ports. And we've had some lovely stops there. Uzerche is lovely. It's got a river at the bottom of it, lovely gorge. And we've enjoyed many a lovely lunch there. Remember that the Limousin borders the Dordogne, but it's way cheaper. If you're looking for a bolt-on in France, this really could be the place for you. A bit of random information here too. You probably know this, I have it in my France Buying Guide, but the word limousine actually comes from the Limousin. It was originally a cloaked hood worn by the shepherds in the region. It's now become known, obviously, the limousine as a sort of car with like a big compartment over it, like a cloak. So there we are. That's my Limousin little overview for you. We'll be covering other areas as the weeks go on. And I'm open to suggestions from you. Do let me know if you'd like to have any information on anything at all to do with France. I'll be very happy to supply it for you. Keep your comments and suggestions coming. Write me an email. It always has a personal reply. Hope this finds you well. We still have the sun here. It's fantastic. Now in almost the second week of October. And I will speak to you next week. Bye bye.